Happy day, everyone. Happy Fresco Friday. I'm Nick Delgado. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime outside our Harmon studios here at a rather unique time in the past couple of weeks since Typhoon Mawar hit our island. We hope all of you are staying safe. Of course, you want to get to the latest information with power and water restoration. Our Matsuki Hirayama joining us now to tell us the very latest. Matsuki?
Yeah, the Guam Power Authority has reported this afternoon that 71% of the island power has been restored. And this includes the residential customers who are restored at 51.4% as of today at 1 p.m. And they also know that 4 major dialysis centers are now on island power. They also have been energizing the core centers for all communication companies. And officials continue to note that outages or interruptions may occur even after power has been restored, as the grid is fragile. And periods of system instability will also occur until crews get the entire island's electricity back up and running. Meanwhile, officials also note that the third round of $100 energy credits are now applied to all active Guam Power Authority accounts for the month of May. This is a major relief for those who have their power back on. And with this second extension, ratepayers can expect another 5 months of relief. That's from May to September of 2023.
Okay, now real quick, Nick, a lot of people just came on when we started the second one, so they're asking again, what is the status right now of the rolling updates?
The rolling
blackouts.
The rolling blackouts. Happy day, everyone. If you're just joining us, we're reporting now from the outside of our KUAM studios here in Harmon. Thank you for being here with us. The rolling blackouts we're seeing reported from the north, the central, and the southern villages throughout the island today. As Mitsuki said in her report just moments ago, the system remains fragile, and the Guam Power Authority says you can expect these outages as they work to restore the rest of the island's power. But we're at more than 70% as of today. Some good news, of course. June 26th, that's a Monday, 2 weeks from now, that's the date the Governor Julianne Guerrero said today to look out for, because it's at that point that at least 90%, if not more, should be back on island power. We have that full interview with both the governor and some words from the Lieutenant Governor Joshua Tenorio from a press conference earlier this morning. You can take a look at that right now on KUAM's YouTube and on our Facebook page. Also, the administration today announcing from the Joint Information Center that they're standing up a program pretty much to help those who lost a roof over their heads from the Mawar. Local and federal government officials today launching the Roofing Installation Support Emergency Utilization Program, or RISE UP. This means anyone with damaged metal roofs can enroll with the program through their village mayors. It's a limited pre-disaster owner-occupied residence for those people only. Those with commercial properties, including rental units, they're not eligible. There are both people from the Department of Defense, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the military and government officials here in Guam who spoke about it. You can see that full press conference we brought you earlier today. It is now streaming on YouTube and KUM's Facebook page. Also breaking news out of the Superior Court today. Julianne Hernandez covering the trial for former attorney John Bell, who was charged in a case past couple of years ago for holding his staff hostage.
Right, that's right, Nick. And of course today a jury finds the disbarred attorney guilty. Disbarred attorney John Richard Bell is found guilty of holding his staff hostage and threatening to harm them. It took a Superior Court of Guam jury about a day to deliberate. The verdict was announced before Judge Maria Sensa late Friday afternoon. Bell was convicted of terrorizing, 3 counts of unlawful restraint, and 2 counts of assault. He was acquitted of the remaining charges filed against him. As we reported, Bell was arrested in August 2021 after police responded to a disturbance in Tamunay. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Bell threatened to bash their heads and chop off their hands. Bell remains held in the Department of Corrections in prison right now. Sentencing is set for a later date.
Once again, Julianne Hernandez reporting on the trial that just came out, the verdict just came out of attorney
not too long ago.
John Bell. Bringing it back to Nick Delgado and Matsuki Hirayama, which again, for those of you who are just joining, the size of our audience continues to grow, Nick, as people wondering what is up with the rolling blackouts. Matsuki, can you quickly recap like what the situation is with the power once again?
Well, the power at our station at least have been coming on and off multiple times now in the past hour or so, and we're also hearing updates from Chalampago, Mangilaw, Sinahanya. The powers keeps coming on and off, and we're just hoping that everyone gets power as soon as possible.
Yeah, the fluctuations nonstop, of course, in the days that have continued on for the restoration efforts that have been ongoing. But with continuing on with our crime coverage out of the Superior Court of Guam, the magistrate's complaint we want to tell you about a man placed under arrest after being accused of stealing copper wire from power lines in Delgado. 45-year-old Bo Regubay is charged with damaging, stealing, or receiving stolen government generators, telephones, or emergency or utility equipment, and possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. Now, according to court documents, Guam police officers responded to a Delgado store Thursday after a witness saw Rengobai cutting the wire attached to the power pole. He allegedly admitted to the witness that he was stealing the power line. Now, responding officers found several tools, including wire cutters and a bag filled with 150 feet of copper wire. Rengobai telling Guam police officers, allegedly admitting, quote, "No one told me it was wrong, so I am just taking it." He also allegedly admitted to authorities that Guam Power Authority gave him permission to do so. Of course, that's not the case, but police also found a baggie with methamphetamine on him. News out of the Superior Court as well. Thank you, Julianne Hernandez, for the update. Also, Matsuki Hirayama with the update from the Guam Power Authority. She also has the full report right now. What's the latest with the shelters for the evacuees since Typhoon Mawar? Matsuki, can you share with our viewers just a little bit about the progress over at the shelter in Tamuning?
Yeah, just earlier today, we headed down to the Hilton headquarters for the American Red Cross. I spoke with one of the PIOs there. Her name is Camilla Burke, and she did tell me that there are currently, as of this morning, there are currently 300 residents who are seeking shelter at the new Tamuning shelter. And we are hearing that there will be a new shelter set up, but we're still waiting on confirmation for that. But as soon as we get word of that confirmation, we'll be sure to bring it to you guys as well.
Okay, now real quick, because you guys in front of the camera can't see the comments, but I'm reading them right now. Matsuki, of course, did report we have gotten spotty reports from all of the villages in the north, central, and southern part of the island, guys. If you're watching this right now, please help us out. Indicate what village or what neighborhood you're in, and let us know if these rolling blackouts are affecting you right now. I'm seeing some comments right now, guys. They're saying no power in Hagatna, no power on Ipao Road. Power just went out in Santanita Sumai. And also Chalampago is saying no power. Matsuki, you said you've already heard some reports of Orta Chalampago being out as well.
Yeah, actually, my dad's actually down in Sinahana. I did hear reports that Sinahana is out of power, but we're not sure when that power will come back on. But GPA does note that if you are experiencing these surges in power, to please unplug your appliances that are very sensitive.
Yeah, okay. We got one, George Washington Drive, no power in Manila, so thanks for that, Striker Villa Gomez. Agafagumas in Jigo, no power there. Malolo coming in. So yeah, guys, please keep the comments coming. We want to know. We are working on this. I mean, this is a very, very ad hoc newscast right now. We're just like you guys. The power went out for us as well. So again, Nick Delgado will join us again momentarily, but Matsuki Hirayama and Julianne Hernandez reporting some of the big headlines right now as these rolling blackouts, as you guys are indicating, no power in Mighty also. So McMillan saying that, affecting many of the island's villages. So please keep the comments coming and let us know, because we'll do our best to hopefully not only confirm these, but hopefully give you some ETA of when the power may come back on.
Right, because if people want to know when the lights are going to come on, how long they're going to stay on for. I know over in the Tamuning area, at least with my location, the power went off for at least 12 hours yesterday. Many of you sharing that as well. And it's a concerning situation because that's where the hospital is. That's where a lot of the clinics are. So, of course, the concern is valid. But, of course, Guam Power Authority telling the community to expect this to occur as they work to restore the power again in the next couple of weeks. The governor is saying today that we should at least have close to 100% of the power restored. Also coming out of the KUAM news headlines today, the Attorney General Douglas Moylan, he declined to confirm it, but a possible investigation is planned into GPA and GWA's handling of typhoon recovery. In an interview he said with our Nestor Lecanto, which we have right now streaming for you on our KUAM YouTube channel and on Facebook as well, he was speaking on those handling of the typhoon recovery efforts, saying, AG Moylan saying, in general terms, about his office's responsibility to protect the consumer should there be a failure in provision of essential services. So, of course, a lot of moving parts in both the investigatory side and the restoration side for the Guam Power Authority. A lot of work ahead of these guys, and they need your help too in the community to let them know through either yourself, through your village mayor, however you could let them know where the outages are still ongoing. I know that my village mayor, Luis Rivera, she's been asking people, what street do you live on? Try and reach out to your village leader or let us know as well where the Guam Power Authority crews can help you. And what's great also is that the help has been coming in from everywhere, from the CNMI, Saipan, or Tomas Mangualnia has the story and how they continue to send crews here to help. Also, thousands of miles further away in Washington State, crews also coming in to help restore power here. So just a lot of generosity to help get us back to pre-Typhoon Mawar.
Okay, Nick and ladies, we do have a question from several commenters right now. So again, guys, thank you so much for for putting either your village or your neighborhood, be as specific as you want. You could put your court or your cul-de-sac, whatever, but let us know if you do not have power. People are asking right now, guys, do we know for a fact if this is island-wide?
We are just getting the reports as they come along right now, but as Nick is telling us that his area was coming out with no water, with no power. I live in the northern area. Both my parents' home in Delgado as well as mine further up in Piga, we've had no power, but we did just get our water recently. So I know that the water conservatory advisory is still up, so other than conserving power, we are also still advised to conserve water and to still take the precaution of boiling water before ingesting.
All right, and Amanda says right now, thank you, Amanda, for that comment. She says EPAN, so EPAN Telefofo apparently just lost power, but but a cursory review, guys, of all the comments that are coming in, it seems like you said, Matsuki, north, central, and southern villages are all reporting to some degree that that power is either completely out or has been going on and off.
Yeah, it sounds like power is going off on all, like you said, in all regions of the island, but we don't want to say that it's an island-wide power outage until we have confirmation.
All right, guys, and thank you guys so much for the updates. Of course, thank you guys for tuning in. We do want to let you know that we have the full KUAM newscast that we were trying to bring to you. Should the power hold up here, I know it's holding up for you quite well. On Channel 11, CBS TV 11 at 7 o'clock this evening. We also have the full newscast streaming with you with all the stories already posted for you right now on KUAM News Facebook page and on KUAM's YouTube channel. Be safe, everyone. We'll see you soon.